Alright, time to catch up on that Morgan journal again. It's kind of like old style. I'm doing 2 weeks here. Not so much that I want to be behind like this. It's just last week I was off on vacation from work. And I wanted to make a ton of videos, but then I was like, you know what? Videos are work. I'm on vacation. I don't want to work. I just want to relax. So I did make a few. I made some for the Star Wars channel, but that's about it. I didn't do any others. So that's why I'm behind on this. But anyhow, let's see what I can remember. Because, Alzheimer's is awesome. And let's get into it. So starting off at May 24th. Obviously, that's a Tuesday. So she has practice. Alright, so I do remember some of this. I'm trying to think of pre-practice. Where did we go? I'm sure we just went to, did we go to Cumbies or did we go to Dollar General? I've been going to Dollar General more often just because they have, I don't know, kind of more selections than, Cumbies. I think we did go to Dollar General, actually. Don't quite remember. Obviously, she would have picked a Gatorade. I don't know what I probably got the Mountain Dew, Maui Blast, or whatever it's called. And I'm pretty sure we picked out snacks, because that's what we do every time, too. Actually, yeah, what did we get? I don't know. I know we got some snacks. Actually, yeah, we got, what kind of gummies did she have? She picked gummies for her snack. All I remember is when we were at practice, Culver kept running over to my car, and then he had her ball. That's what he came to the car to get, her ball, and then he came to put it back, and, he saw her gummies, and for some reason thought they were mine. I don't know why he thinks I would have my gummies open in the back seat. Like, obviously they'd be up front with me so I could snack on them. But yeah, then he ended up stealing one. No big deal, I mean, it's just one, but still, stole one. And yeah. Anyhow, after practice, we went to Target, because Target had, well, the Batman came out. It was on home release, so I wanted to go get it. Which, don't get me wrong, the Batman does suck. I have 2 TikTok videos on how it sucks, and I have plans for 2 more. Talking about how bad it is, so I'll have 4 TikTok videos. And I have my 2 reviews on this channel. There's the short one where I dressed up like an idiot, and then there's the longer one where I try to go into more detail. And even that one that I went into more detail, I know there's things I forgot, and I could probably make a 3rd one that's an hour long, but long story short, the Batman is very boring, very terrible. One of the worst Batmans I've seen. I mean, I feel like I can't really say it's worse than the Joel Schumacher one. He did Batman and Robin, right? Or, yeah, that's the one with Mr. Freeze, right? Yeah, that one sucks. And I can't say it's worse than that because they're kind of different. That one's goofy and slapsticky. That's like an Adam West style, where this movie tries to be more serious, like the Christian Bale style. But it's just a terrible movie. But anyways, I wanted to get it. Not because I wanted to get it, but just because it's Batman. Like, I'm a huge fan of it. Batman and Star Wars, those are my 2 things. And I thought, well, I did see the movie in theaters. Maybe if I watch it at home, it'll seem better. So that's why I also wanted to get it, to give it another shot. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention in the theater, or just was uncomfortable or something. And I thought watching at home would be better. No, I watched it again. It still sucks. It might actually seem worse at home because I'm home and I feel like I could be doing anything else besides watching this terrible movie. At least when I was in the theater, it was like, well, this is what I'm here to do. You know what I mean? At home, I have hundreds of other movies I could put in instead. But yeah, so I went there to get that. And then while we were there, we also discovered, or I discovered, that, what is it? Teen Titans vs. DC Supergirls came out. So that one, I do like to collect all the DC movies, but the Teen Titans and Superhero Girls, that's more a Morgan style. Teen Titans is like kids. And the Superhero Girls, I mean, she's a girl, so obviously she'd be interested in the girls. So I got that one for 2 reasons. 1, for her, and 2, for, just because it's DC. But yeah, anyhow, while we were at Target, we went down the freezer aisle, and I said, you want to get some ice cream? And she was, I'm looking at the Talentis and all those sexy, yummy flavors, and she's just looking at the boring ones. Haagen-Dazs, and I knew what she was looking for. She was looking for coffee, and she couldn't see it. So then I looked, and I find it, and I'm like, right here, bruh. So yeah, then after we cashed out, we got in the car, and I had some sporks from KFC in my car, so I gave her one of those so she could start snacking on her ice cream on the ride home. Anyhow, once we got home, it's pretty boring. She's got to do homework, take her shower, and then that's basically it, unfortunately. This is why I hate sports, because one, they take up all my time with her, and it just makes the visits suck, because we don't get to do anything. And two, I feel like they're not necessary, especially when it's warmer out. When she was younger, I took her to the park, every day. It was something for both of us to do. It was something fun for her to do, and it was also fun for me to go play with her at the park. She doesn't need stupid sports. Her mom thinks, oh, she's gonna get fat. No, she won't. Play with her like I do. It's fun. And it's more quality time and memories and stuff, instead of going to stupid practice all the time for something that she really doesn't care about. Her mom just makes her go to soccer. Just like she's been trying to campaign to not go in the fall. I don't want to play soccer anymore. Yeah, well, I just get you new equipment, so you're playing. Case in point, then it's not Morgan's choice. It's her stupid mom making her. And then it's like, I gotta be at the brunt of it. Because of these stupid practice, at least this time, lands on my days. Last couple of times, soccer wasn't on my days. It was on, practice at least. The games are on Saturdays, which, okay, that's whatever. But the practices weren't on my days. They were on Monday and Wednesday. So it was fine. Didn't interfere with my life. Luckily, as of now, today is June 6th, I think. And then the calendar right here, June 6th. Yep. Calendar. But yeah, so this is her last week. She has a practice, tomorrow, because June 6th is a Monday. So she's got one tomorrow. And then Thursday, her last two stupid practices, and then a game on Saturday, which hopefully is canceled, because right now they're saying rain. Now, granted, this is way too soon. It's Monday. I'm not listening to the weather for tomorrow, because I know they'll be wrong. Never mind Saturday. But, as it currently stands, for the past couple of days, they have been saying that Saturday and Sunday are going to be rainy. So they're being semi-consistent and sticking with the rain. So, as long as the rain actually happens, then maybe her last game will be canceled, which would be sick. Because then, I don't have to deal with that nonsense. Also, it's not my weekend with her, so that means I'm not going to have to run, because where her games are is way out where her mom lives, basically. So, if there's no game, I'm not going to have to run out there for no reason, basically. You know what I mean? Normally when I have to get her, it's whatever. I pick her up and then I bring her to the game. It's in the same neighborhood. But, on a weekend I don't have her, I go all the way down there for, it's an hour and a half, but still, just to go all the way back home. And it's I don't know, it mildly feels like a waste. You know what I mean? I'm not coming back with Morgan. I went down just to watch a game and that's it. I didn't spend any time with her, anything. I went all the way down there, a 40-minute ride to get there. Just to stand there in the sun and get burned, because that's what happens every game. I end up with a burn somewhere. And then just turn around and come back home, empty-handed. No Morgan, no nothing. So if the game gets canceled, there's none of that. I'm not wasting my time to go all the way down. I'm not wasting my time to get up early. I might have to, depending on when they cancel. A lot of times they kind of cancel half minute. What does that mean? Last minute. Especially for the practices, they'll cancel at 4 o'clock. Practices at 5:30, and they tell you at 4, we're not going to do it. So, but if they cancel early enough, then I won't have to get up early on Saturday either, which would be cool. Well, I guess I don't really have to get up early. Her games are at 10:45, but still, I still got to set an alarm, because otherwise I'll sleep until 11:30 easily. Anyways, weird tangent aside, I think that was it for Tuesday. Like I said, came home, she had to do her homework, took her shower. If anything, we dicked around like usual and just watched a little TikTok to unfortunately just waste time, and then went back to her mom's. Trying to think if anything of note happened on the ride back or anything. Kind of like the other morning that I talked about when I tried to go pick them up and there was ridiculous traffic and stuff, or the time. Did I say this one? The time when there was the light and the arrow changed green, and these idiots both went straight even though it was for the arrow. I don't know if anything of significance happened. Well, anyways, for the most part, that was Tuesday. Now Thursday. So Thursday, her mom had a dentist appointment at, I think it was at 4. So she asked if I would be able to get the kids off the bus, which is fine. Technically, my shift is over at 4. I say technically because a lot of times, especially when I don't have Morgan, I stay late. Like, I'll leave at like 5 or something, 4:45. I'm not worried about it. Even when I have Morgan, I don't leave until like 4:20, only because I, for the most part, can get there way before the bus shows up. So I'm like, what's the point of me just kind of hang out with her mom awkwardly for no reason when I'm, and then I know I'm still going to have to wait for Morgan to get there and unload her bag and this and that and eat her dinner. So I'm just like, 4:20. It takes me about 10-15 minutes to get there. So, 4:35-ish I get there. I still end up standing around, but at least it's better than leaving at 4. And then I'm, standing there for an hour or so. It's worse. But anyways, so yeah, I left right at 4 and got there early enough. I beat the bus. I think I got there maybe only 5 minutes early. 4:15-ish. The bus came at about 4:20. What did they eat? Oh yeah, they had random stuff in the fridge. Oh yeah. So she ended up texting me. She said that there was a rice cup on the counter and some cut up steak or something on a plate in the fridge. So that was supposed to be for Culliver. And then she said, tell Morgan she can have some corn dogs and let her choose a bag of chips from the box on top of the fridge. So Culliver, I made his food and then he ate, I don't know what he ate because I noticed in the trash after that there was a lot in there. Apparently, he told his mom, because she asked what they ate or whatever. This was at the practice, and I said, well, he threw away a lot. I don't really know what was in there, but there was a lot. And he claims he ate all the meat, he just didn't eat all the rice. And she was okay with that. So, and I guess at the end of the day, I would be too, because meat isn't actually an animal, You don't want to waste the poor guy getting killed. At least the rice is just a grain, like, whatever-ish. Kinda, still not a fan of wasting, but, in comparison. But anyways, Morgan took forever. She made her corn dogs, and then I had her chips, and she's just taking forever to unload her bag and get her lunch ready and this and that. And then by the time she started eating, and it's like the time's only getting later, and like I know I want to go to Cumbies to get drinks, and she's dicking around. So I'm like, come on, man, eat faster. And then her mom texted me, and she's like, I'm getting out. And I think it was like 4:45 or so, 4:50, something like that. She's like, do you want me to meet at the house? Or do you want to just have me meet at the practice? And I was like, practice will be fine. Because then I was thinking, by the time she gets here, what's even the point? You're going to get here to what? Pick up Colin and then leave? Yeah, I'm like, it would be great if these kids knew how to eat faster. And I'm like, come on, hurry up, pack it up, we gotta get going. So then she ate some of her chips and then gave the rest of me, here, you eat them then. And I was like, this is how it's done. Dump them in the mouth. I thought about it afterwards, and I was like, you know what? I could have just had her bring the dang chips with her. I mean, she did give me them to eat, but I didn't have to eat them. I was just, in the moment, I was stressed out. Like, come on, kid, they're chips, pack them down. But anyways, so yeah, like I said, then we went to Cumbies. She chose her favorite type of Gatorades, which I call them the sucky kinds. I don't really know it's the ones that have the twist mouth part, and then you can squeeze it and twist it back. Cumbies only has the blue one and the red one ever, but that's the one she likes to get because of the bottle, so whatever. And then anyways, he chose it's a pinkish Gatorade. I think it's strawberry kiwi or something. So he chose that. And me, I don't know what the heck I grabbed. I probably was having heartburn, so there was probably a chocolate milk in the mix. Some other nonsense. But anyways, did we get snacks? No, because I had him, so I feel like wasting tons of money on extra stuff. But anyways, yeah, his drink. I don't know what the heck's wrong with him. He can't just hold something, but he dropped it about 300 times. He dropped it in the store, I think twice. Once near the door and once when he took it out of the fridge. Then we get out in the parking lot, he drops it again, and it rolls almost under somebody's car. I'm like, kid, seriously, how hard is it to hold on to your drink? Like, seriously right now, this is why your mom doesn't let you drink in the car, because this is what's going to happen. You get the lid off and, oops! Ay, ay, ay. I mean, granted, he never opened it yet, so it's not like the lid was off or anything. I'm just giving an example. But anyways, yeah, so after that, obviously we went to practice. And then when we got there, obviously his mom got there too, and then like he just kept hanging out in my car, and I'm like, what the heck? You don't want to go sit in there? And then his mom's like, oh, be nice. Why are you not being nice to him? What if? So the plan is, a little bit of a backstory, is that if they die, they meaning her and her husband, Cullen's dad, that I'm supposed to take over and be his dad, Cullen's dad. So I'm like his godfather. They were gonna do it official too with like lawyers and stuff, but never happened. It's just kind of an unofficial thing. But anyway, so she's like, how am I supposed to trust that you're gonna take care of him and stuff if you're being mean to him? I'm like, I'm not being mean, I'm just saying, like, it's weird. Why does he want to hang out with some guy when his mom's right there and he can just jump in her car and hang out with her? And then she's like, he likes you. I'm like, you're kind of missing my point, or I'm not explaining it good. It just seems goofy. Like, it's one thing if Morgan was choosing to hang out with me. I know she likes me better, so she's gonna want to hang out with me. But him? Why does he want to hang out with me? Like, what do I do that's so cool, in his opinion, that he wants to stay with me? I don't really see him that much. I don't really talk to him that much. Like, I pick him up every day in the morning and bring him to school, but I don't really chat with him. Like, I don't know why he would like me so much. I don't know. Maybe he's like cats. You know, cats always go to the person who's like gentle and calm demeanor and stuff, even if you're not interested. Like my dad, he's allergic to cats pretty severely, so he doesn't like to bother with them. But what do all the cats do? Jump on him all the time. Hey man, how's it going? And he's like, oh, come on, cat. Hey man, what's up? Just because, you know, he's calm and laid back and relaxed, and the stupid kitties are like, oh, there's one. Hey man. So maybe that's him. You know, compared to his mom always flipping out, you know, I'm just calm, and that's what he likes. I don't know. But anyways, obviously after practice, I didn't need to have him anymore because his mom was available, so then me and Morgan got to go do our own thing. And, yeah, we went back to Target again to get ice cream. Just like on Tuesday. So obviously she chose coffee and me. I don't know what I chose. I think I chose chocolate peanut butter. The Haagen-Dazs, both of us. So yeah, then we got home. She had her dang homework. And then, so the plan was to watch that Teen Titans and Superhero Girls movie. So that's what we did while eating our ice cream. And then, yeah, that's about all. Then we went to bed, and then boom, it was Friday. Now Friday. Did anything of any type of significance happen? I feel like something did on one of these days, but I don't fully remember. Field day, that's what it was. So, when the heck was Morgan's field day? I'm trying to think of this. It had to have, it was a day. When was her field day? Was it Friday? I don't know. All I know is the kids had field day on different weeks. Hers might have been this week that I'm talking about now. Maybe it was Wednesday, the 25th. And then his was sometime last week. Was it Friday? No, it wasn't Friday. It was a random day. Well, maybe hers was Friday. And his was Wednesday, the 1st? I don't know. Point is, though, whenever their field days were, it was... she had me lather them up with sunscreen, and I just found that to be super ironic because both days were cloudy and overcast, and the sunscreen was just overkill. Wasn't even needed. I mean, Cullen's day was even worse in terms of cloudiness and stuff. Like, it looked like it wanted to rain all day. It was so cloudy. There was no sun at all. And what's even more ironic is she wanted me to lather him up more with the sunscreen than when I had to do it for her. You know, Morgan, because she was telling me even like, oh, take his shirt off and make sure you get it all over because he's gonna have a tank top on and stuff, so just in case, you know. She didn't tell me to lather her all up and everything. And it's like, I did all this crap so that both days can just be like dismal. I'm like, what a waste. This was stupid. Wasted my time to do this, wasted the kids to have this on them. Waste of the product? It's not even a sunny day. Stupid. Anyways, so this wasn't my weekend. So that means there was a game though, right? I'm trying to remember. Was there a game? I'm thinking of the weekends when she was with me. Wait, hold on. What week am I talking about right now? Yeah, I already talked about the weekend with me because I wanted to make a full video on it. Like a T4cast just talking about her mom. Wow, I'm behind on that. So yeah, this would be Saturday the 28th though. So what the heck? What? Did we have a game? It wasn't rained out. No. We don't have to make up any games. So why do I not remember this? What did I do beforehand? Was it somewhere else? No, we've had all the games at that same field. Except for 2. The makeup one that was on a Thursday. And the one other one that I was a tiny bit late for because I went to Dunkin's first. That's actually when it was still kind of cold out too. I was thinking about that this past Saturday. It's funny, like her games, when she first started having games, it was cold still. You know, I remember showing up wearing a winter hat and everything because it was cold, and now it's hot, and every single game I end up with a sunburn on the back of my neck. And then I was thinking if she does end up having to do this crap again in the fall, it'll be just the opposite. It'll be hot, and I'll be getting sunburns, and then when her last game happens, it'll be cold, and I'll be wearing a winter hat. Or at least it should be. I mean, you know, the weather's weird nowadays. But anyways, yeah, what was the game? What team did we go up against? I'm trying to think, like, where we sat and stuff. That might have been the time... Maybe that's when James had the pickle-flavored sunflower seeds, and he offered me some, and I was like, nah, I'm good. Because it wasn't even, like, a polite thing, you know? Like, when you're just like, oh, no, I'm all set, when really you're like, oh, man, I do want some, but... Yeah, I was legit when I said I'm good. Like, I just don't care about sunflower seeds and never have. My brother used to like them. I don't know if he still really is a big fan. I never did, though, just because they're annoying. Like... You're supposed to spit out the shells, and that's just too much work to try to crack these things open in my mouth and then spit the shells out. It's like pistachios. Pistachios are good, but at the same time, they're a little bit annoying because you gotta break them open. So they do make the unshelled ones nowadays, though, but still, I'm just saying, like, at least pistachios, though, is with your mouth. I mean, your hands. Imagine doing that in your mouth, like a sunflower seed. That's even more annoying. Like, okay, spit out the shell. So yeah, just never became a fan of them. But anyways, obviously her team lost. I don't recall the score offhand because I really can't remember the game. I can't even remember what I did that day. Actually, I do remember what I personally did. So that day, after her game, I ended up going swimming with my mom and a friend, actually a couple friends, one of my mom's friends and one of my friends. And it's at a how do I explain this? It's a gym, but they also have a pool, and then ironically, they also have apartments, and the people that rent from that place can use the gym and the pool for free. But anyways, yeah, so they have an open swim on Saturdays. I don't know about the other days, I just know Saturdays, and it's from 2 to 4:45. So I know we did that, and then afterwards, my mom came over, and we watched a movie, watched It. I was starting to watch Irishman, but she was like, this is boring. Like, 25 minutes in. The movie's 3 hours long. 25 minutes in, she gave up. So, like, whatever. So I put It on. Kind of an extreme change there, you know? Going from a Teamster mob movie to what is Pennywise? Some kind of, like, demonic clown thing? But yeah, so I remember that, but I can't remember what I did right before the game. I can't remember what I did right before the game. Obviously, I got up, like, probably at 10 to be there for 10:30. What did I do after the game? There's that window between 10 and 2. I mean, 12 and 2 when their game was over and that. What did I do? Did I go somewhere and get lunch? This doesn't matter. I know this is for the Morgan Journal, why I make these, but I'm just trying to remember to get any, like, clues as to how this game went. Can't remember. I don't know. Anyway, all I do know is she had a game, and I just don't recall the details. Obviously, I know they lost, too, because her coaches suck. I feel like that's the big issue why their team is doing so terribly. Their team has lost every game, well, up until this point, which is Saturday the 28th, May 28th. They've lost every game, and it's because I feel like their coaches suck. First off, there's 2 coaches, but there's really just one. There's a thin one and then the thicker one. And the thicker one's just worthless. She doesn't seem to really add any value. She's just kind of standing there hanging out all the time. And she's like, you know how you have teacher's aides? She's like a teacher's aide, but worse. She's like a teacher's aide's teacher's aide. She just stands there. And then you get the main coach who's like, I get it that these coaches are volunteers and they're just people. Like, I could be a coach if I wanted to be. I wouldn't. I don't know anything about soccer. But, like, you know, it's just people. So it's like, okay, maybe that's why they suck. But, I don't know. I feel like her tactics aren't gonna help them win any games. Like, they go over stupid stuff all the time. Like, what you need to do is, I get it, the first couple practices, fine. You don't really have any basis yet on what to focus on. But after they lose a few games and you see the problems, you need to work on those problems. Like, one thing right out the gate that they need to work on is these girls on Morgan's team are too focused on bringing the ball right up to the net before trying to kick it in for a point. Well, obviously you're going to get blocked super easily because you're right there. And goalies in soccer can bend down and pick the ball up. So you're basically bringing the ball to the goalie and then they pick it up. And now you can't kick it and score a goal because the goalie's holding it. Or if you do go to kick it at that point, you're so close to the goalie that chances are they can just block it. What you need to do is long distance kick it. Once you get like into that box, just punt the thing. And that would help. Then you can possibly get points. The second thing they need to work on is aim. These girls have weird aim. It's like they swing their foot and you think the ball's going to go straight and somehow it launches this way and you're like, what the heck just happened? So that doesn't help. You know, they get it all the way down to the goalpost and they go to do like a power kick and it goes flying to the left. And it's like, well, there goes that potential point because the ball went the complete wrong way. So that's another thing they got to work on is how to, you know, make sure the ball goes the way that it should be going, the way you want it to be going. And then the third thing is, you know, it's kind of like, what is it, the definition of insanity when you keep doing the same thing, thinking you're going to get different results. That's kind of like what they're doing. Every single game so far, they've started this one girl, I think her name's Abigail. They start her as goalie for the first half, and then at halftime they switch out for Morgan. Well, the first half girl sucks at goalie. She's terrible at it. She doesn't put any effort in. She kind of just dicks around when she's in the net. And that's really where a lot of the points come in, because she is a terrible goalie. Now, she's not bad at other positions. She's actually one of the ones that's pretty good at bringing the ball downfield to the other net. Now, as far as getting points, she can't do that, but she can at least bring it down. Now, that's something they need to build on. She brings the ball down. Now, have somebody available who she can pass it to who might be a little better at getting points. But she shouldn't be goalie ever, because that's when they lose. They lose in the first half because she sucks and lets so many points up. Like, there's times where she's literally just standing there, just arms down, just standing there, ball gets kicked. All she really has to do is go, ooh, and she could block it, but it doesn't happen, and the ball just goes right in the net. And it's like, you literally just gave up a point. And they keep putting her out for goalie, and I'm like, why do you guys do this? Either if you want her to be goalie, work with her and make her way better, or B, realize she's not a good fit. Stop putting her there. Put somebody else in the position. Morgan, at least, is pretty good at goalie. She does try. She runs around. When somebody starts bringing that ball close, she'll run out of her goalie box and grab that ball. That way then they can't score. And for the most part, no points are gained by the other team when Morgan's goalie. Maybe one, but, you know, compared to the 4 or 5 that the first girl gave up in the first half, you know, that one isn't too bad. If the other girl only did 1, then that means that other team would only have 2 points, not 6. But yeah, that's what these coaches need to do, is pay attention, recognize the problems, and then work on the solution, which the solutions are easy. So anyways, long story short, they lost again. I'm feeling like it was 5-2. I don't know why I have that number in my head. It might have been 5-2, 3-2, I don't know. But in any case, obviously they lost. So yeah. Now moving on. Tuesday, May 31st. So this was my vacation week. Which, because May 30th was Memorial Day, we were all off anyways, including James and Jessica. Oh yeah, that's what they did too. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Man, I'm super violently confused. Because I'm just remembering now. They went away to Maine this weekend. But they went away. When they go away, they leave at like 3 a.m. So did Morgan have a game? Maybe they left at like 3 a.m. Saturday morning, so there was no game because she wasn't around. No, because I didn't know they went to Maine, so she had to have been at her game. So they must have left at 3 a.m. on Sunday? What is happening? None of this is making any sense. Something is missing in my timeline, and I can't remember. I know they went away to Maine, because they were supposed to go away to Maine on this coming weekend, the June 10th, 11th into the 12th. But they changed it because if they did that, they wouldn't be up there for very long, because James usually works on Saturdays, which means they would literally be leaving Sunday. No, because I thought they were going to sleep over one day and then leave Sunday. I don't know. They weren't going to have much time, so they went this weekend instead, kind of like a last-minute decision. Oh, that's the situation. There was no game. That's why I can't remember the details. See, I keep talking, and I'm thinking it's the weekend that I had Morgan. And it was. All those details I said. I mean, the stuff about the team sucking is still true. But the points, 5-2. I thought that was the last week. It was. Now I remember the ding. So there was no game. The game was canceled, or just bye week, because of Memorial Day, which I thought was goofy, because I'm like, Memorial Day was Monday. Why are we having a game on Saturday canceled? Like, you'll still have your Monday off. But yeah, that's what happened. There was no game. So what the heck did I do in the morning then? Now that just makes my day even longer and that I remember less of. But yeah, so that's what happened. Okay, yeah, so they left Saturday morning at 3 to go to Maine, and then came back like midday Monday afternoon, early evening. No, they said they'd be back late. But I knew it wouldn't be too late because the kids have school, so I'm thinking maybe 7, 8 o'clock on Monday night. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay. So anyways, though, yeah. So, because there was no work, James brought the kids to school on Tuesday. So at least on my vacation, I get to sleep in on Tuesday. The other 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I still have to get up early and bring the kids, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that. On one hand, it obviously sucked. It would have been nice to, like, sleep in on a vacation. But at the same time, I'm like, well, it kind of forced me to, like, have a longer day, which gives me, like, more vacation time instead of just sleeping. You know what I mean? Because I was up at 6:30 on all those days because I had to get the kids. Where if I didn't have to get the kids, I wouldn't be up until, like, 10:30. So, you know, it gave me, like, 4 hours of extra vacation time, if you will, that I'm actually awake to, like, enjoy. So, yeah. But anyways, Tuesday. So, when I did go get her, unfortunately and ironically, I was pretty broke this week. You know, it's my vacation week, but I have no money because it's the end of the month, and that's when my big bills are. That's when I have my car insurance, I have not car insurance, what am I talking about? I have a student loan payment, I have a car payment, not insurance. Insurance is a couple weeks later. I also have a credit card that I've been working on paying off for a while. It's very close now, finally, but it's set up on like an auto pay thing. So I need to make sure the money's there for it. And then I have rent, and I said student loan, right? Yep. So yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of stuff that all together adds up to like well over $1,000. So it's the last 2 weeks of the month I'm broke because I need to have well over $1,000 between those 2 weeks to cover all these bills. So yeah, go figure. Vacation week and I have no money. Not like it really matters, but still, it would have been nice. Like I was going to Cumbies with change so I could get drinks out of the fountain. I'm like, this is so stupid. I'm on vacation and I'm scrounging for change. Seriously? That's not actually funny. That sucks. I'm sick and tired of being broke. I want a better not even apartment. I want to get a small house. That's all I need is a small house. I don't even want anything huge. Just a tiny house. Just a house, though, that's mine. And better car than a stupid basic Nissan Altima. Ugh. I gotta figure something out. Actually, I do have things figured out. I just need to enact it. Because this YouTube nonsense ain't working. I'm 2.5 years in. Actually, I'm 3 years in now, right? When did I start this? My very first video ever made was February 2020. So, 2 years, March, April, May, June. So 2 years, 2.25 years in. And it's not paying off at all. So, yeah, it's a failed attempt at anything. Actually, I have 4 channels, and the other 3 are way less well off than this one even is, so. Then again, though, I don't, post all the time, and I do make pretty crappy videos, so, I can't blame people for not being interested. Anyways, though, yeah. So, as I was saying, my money was tight, and, well, I know we still got a drink, though. What did we do? Actually, what must have happened is we probably went to Cumbies. Yeah. We went to Cumbies, and I had her get a drink, but I had gotten myself a drink from a different Cumbies, the one that's near where I live, and used some of my change. So that saved a little bit of money for me not getting a drink. Then afterwards, after practice, I wanted to get her ice cream like I've been doing, but, everything's expensive now. McDonald's is a super ripoff. Burger King's not a ripoff, but it's still, when you're broke, it's expensive. So we went to the dollar store, which isn't even a dollar store anymore. It's a $1.25 store. And, I let her choose something from there. And she chose, the Rocket Pops. Red, white, and blue, the Rocket Pop. Which, I thought she was going to choose something like one of the ice cream sandwiches, the M&M ice cream sandwiches, or the little ice cream cup things that they got in there that come with a wooden spoon on the inside. Something like that. But no, she chose that. And at first it seemed goofy, but then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Relatively speaking, this is probably the best bang for my buck, because this is it's probably one of the bigger options, and it's thick, it's a solid frozen thing, and it's pretty long, it's a good length, so it's a lot of freeze pop or whatever you want to call it. And I'm like, for my money, hey, that's probably the best option. So yeah, that's what she got. I got nothing because, I'm dead broke this week. And then we went home, and I guess she didn't have homework this week. I don't fully understand the logic behind that, because it's not the last week of school. The week that we're on now is technically the last week of school, and then next week there's only 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, which I would imagine they're both half days. But the last full week is this week. And so this week, the kids don't have homework. But last week, I don't know what happened. I think Morgan had, she can get, homework passes and stuff. So I think she might have had a homework pass that she chose to use for last week. So anyways, her mom still wanted her to read her book, and I was gonna have her, because I'm like, it's not gonna hurt anything to read your dang book. It's 20 minutes of reading, and then you're done. You don't have to read a chapter or whatever. It's just straight 20 minutes. Once the 20 minutes are up, you're done. But when we got home, she was like, I don't want to. And then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, your mom is a pain in the butt. She's gonna have you do stupid, workbook exercises over the summer anyways, so whatever. You can just get a break. And then what we did instead is I bought a kit for strawberries. It's a little tin. I got it from Target. It's a tin. It comes with the soil and some seeds. And yeah, strawberries are her favorite fruit. And I thought, this would be cool if I could just grow my own. And then we have free strawberries, So, yeah, I went along and tried to do that. It says it takes, anywhere between 14 to 20 days to sprout. So I think we're almost on a week. It's 7 days. So I hope this works. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything yet, but then again, we're not in the full window, 14 to 20 days. So, but we did that. And it was kind of a process because the soil is weird. It's like a really dehydrated little chunk, but then you add water and it tells you to, what did they tell you, to whip it up or something? I don't know. They use some kind of silly word. And then, it starts getting bigger, and then you add more water, and it's getting bigger, and I'm like, whoa, this thing's, filling up the whole can now. It went from being this little tiny thing to a full can of soil. So, yeah. I did that, and then, what did we do after that? Obviously, she had to take her shower, because one, she always does on Tuesday, and two, she's got practice, and she gets all sweaty and stuff, so. But, what else do we do? I think we just dicked around with probably TikTok again, just because, I don't have much time with her, and it's not like we can really start anything. A movie? No. Start a video game? Not really. Play a board game? Not really. Stupid soccer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we did. It wouldn't have been too long that we're dicking around on TikTok, because it's by the time I get the plant figured out, that was some time there, and then she took her shower, so you're looking at probably about 8ish. We were all done, so it's 40 minutes. This kind of long, I don't know, but yeah. And then Thursday, oh, this is June now, June 2nd. Fuck off. So, trying to remember here. What did we watch? Oh, okay. Thursday. Yep. Okay. So, on Thursday, maybe Wednesday, I don't know. I have another credit card that I don't try to use, ever since my whole credit fiasco happened before, which really wasn't, I get that credit card, like I said, I'm trying to pay off from years ago, and that's a whole situation. My car needed a lot of work, not my fault. I used to work very far, and it just wore down my engine, so I basically needed a new engine. It was $9,000 total, so I maxed out that credit card with cash advances, and before that I had books on there from college, and I had some gas on there from college. I had a good limit on that card, almost $11,000, but unfortunately it was maxed out just by life. It wasn't me being an idiot. It was just things that I needed. So anyways, I do have another credit card. It has a very low limit. I think just $300. I try to not use it. I try to use it to keep a balance going, just because I hear that that's good to help your credit score and stuff. But I try not to use it otherwise. I don't really want debt. That's annoying. It's just another bill you gotta think about, and money that you don't have on you. So, but anyways, I checked the balance on that one, because I know it's kind of high, because, what did I do? I did do something kind of stupid with it. What did I do? I don't remember, but I know there was some kind of balance, but I didn't know how much it was. I thought it was almost maxed out, and it wasn't. I actually had a fair amount of, credit available. I think $100 or 100 plus. So I was like, okay, whew, cool. So yeah, I just used that to, did we go to Cumbies or did we go to Dollar General? I don't know. We probably just went to Cumbies though, got some drinks, and then she had her practice, and then we did go to Target and got ice cream, and she got her usual, and I got mine. She got coffee, and I got the peanut butter chocolate one again. While we were there, I feel like I got something else. I know we looked around at some stuff. I definitely got something more than just ice cream, though. What else did we get? Because I even grabbed a bag. They get their little gray bags that they're giving away for free now. And I grabbed a bag, too. I know I didn't get, like, a ton of extra stuff. But, what was the other thing that we got? I'm trying to remember. Was it a movie? Highly doubt it. Actually, maybe it was a movie. I think I got Apocalypse Now. Like the Super Deluxe 4K Blu-ray combo edition with the Redux version, the regular version, and the documentary, plus some kind of bonus disc. I only bought it because it was cheap. It was like $15. What else did I get, though? Did I get something for her? I don't know. But yeah, then we went home and, well, apparently she doesn't have homework, so I just had her take a shower because, she had practice, so she's sweaty. And then we watched Mulan, the live action. I don't remember when I got this for her. Did we buy it? Maybe that's what we got at Target. Yeah, maybe, because I think that was on sale. It was like $10 or something for the DVD. So yeah, we got Mulan live action, and then that's what we watched. And, I'm trying to remember, didn't she point out some certain part? What was it? Something goofy that happened? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, we ate our ice cream, watched Mulan, and then bed. And then Friday, I'm trying to remember. I don't think anything happened on Friday. Right? Was there? I don't know. I feel like there was, but let me think. Was there anything? Something funny or something? Maybe not. Well, actually, one thing that did happen was Culliver wasn't up again. So this happened one other time that he wasn't up when we showed up. And I had to go knock on his window to wake him up so he could come unlock the door for us to let us in. So this time, ever since then, though, we've been grabbing the spare key that they have, the spare basement key that they have, just in case. That way then we can get in. And sure enough, he wasn't up. We get up there, and every other day we get there, he's at the table having breakfast. Well, he wasn't there. And you could tell, like, he didn't run off to the bathroom or anything because, like, his bowl wasn't set up. He didn't have the cereal out or anything. Like, they leave everything out. The cereal, milk, all that. Nothing was out. So we did have to go in through the basement because he wasn't up. Well, I guess technically he was up. He just wasn't up yet. Because when we got in, he was sitting up in his bed. He just never actually got up yet. Which, it's no big deal. We had a key. I'm just saying. Did anything else happen, though? I'm trying to think if there was something funny or something. There's... drop her off at her school after... drop him off at his school. Oh yeah, waffles. That's what they had too. They had waffles in the morning. And she had 2. And he had the rest that was in that pack, which was like 5. And at first when he took that many, I thought, seriously, kid, you're not going to eat that? What are you doing? But then he did. And I was like, oh, that's surprising. You actually eat that much? And, yeah, it took him forever to warm the things up because he puts them in they have a toaster, duh. And I guess he puts it on like 1.5 cycles. Like, apparently he just likes them burnt and black and crunchy and gross and dry and, yeah. So it took forever to cook all 6 of them. And I'm like, kid, I know I don't have work today because I'm on vacation, but, like, I'd still like to get going and bring you guys to school. So that way that I can carry on with my day. You're holding me up with all this nonsense of overcooking your things. Anyway. Yeah, and mind you, the kids are very boring. They have blueberry waffles and they don't put butter or syrup on them. Just dry, toasted blueberry waffles. I'm like, you guys are ridiculous. The kids have very boring palates, I guess you could say. And that's because of their mom. Like, Morgan's so boring when it comes to food with me. And it's because her mom. I like flavors. Her mom doesn't. And that's why she's so boring. Like, you know what her mom's favorite pizza is? A large cheese pizza with light sauce. And if that's not boring enough, she goes to a place, I don't know where she goes, but she goes to some place where the whole entire thing is ridiculously thin. It's super thin crust, super thin body, and the cheese is very thin. Like, it is boring. You know, like in Goof Troop, or a Goofy movie, and they pull out a slice of pizza and it's super ooey gooey and thick and good looking? Yeah, no, hers isn't like that at all. It's the exact opposite. It's so boring. And I'm like, how is this seriously somebody's favorite pizza? This is beyond, like, it's nothing. You know the jokes when people are like, oh, it tastes like cardboard? That's basically what that is, a piece of cardboard. Just eat the box. Just order a box next time. They'll probably give you one for free. So anyways, that's why Morgan's boring. Or like another weird thing that our mom will make is like meat for dinner only. Just meat. No side, just a weird slab of meat. Here you go, here's dinner. That's it. Just meat. Okay. That's why the kids have weird, boring diets and don't like flavors, because our mom is super boring. Anyway, I do have the weekend to do, but I am 51 minutes and 8 seconds in now, so I think I'm just going to stop it here and then do the weekend separately. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow to do this. I don't know, because it's Tuesday and I will have Morgan, and by the time I get back home and stuff, I always have the idea that I want to do this, but then when push comes to shove, I'm like tired, and I don't actually want to do it at that time. It's like 10 o'clock when I get in. And yeah, I mean, in all fairness, I did start this at 10. I mean, it's 11:12 right now, and I'm almost an hour in. So, I mean, you know, I started this at like 10:20 or so. But it's different. I've been here. On a Tuesday, it's like I left, and I just got back home from dropping her off, and like, I don't know. But it would help. That way then I don't have to think about it anymore. And then maybe over this weekend when I don't have her, I can do Tuesday and Thursday, and then boom, I'm all caught up. That's always the plan, but that never happens. Anyway, yeah, so that's it for now, and until I do the weekend, bye.